I wrote more than a thesis. I can lead a course of pyrokinesis. I'm that hot, believe it.
This is the Shaw Report with Damian Banks.
Hello.
What's happening? What's up? What's going on? It's the Shaw Report, and I am Damian Banks. Shaw Bears alum and fans rejoice. You have your very own podcast hosted by moi. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SportsByDamian. That's SportsByDamion. And Shaw University Athletics are also on social media. On Twitter, it's at Shaw Bears. On Instagram, it's at SU_Bears. And on Facebook, you can find Shaw University, Facebook.com/Shaw Bears. Another week is in the books. I'm doing fine. I'm doing dandy. I hope everybody out there is doing well as well. I don't know if that was a double negative or not, but I digress. Had a great week out there in podcast land. Had an even better weekend. I did something this weekend that I'm very proud of myself for. My wife, LaShawn, and my 18-month-old daughter, they are both sick. Wife has the flu. Baby has a little bit of nose runniness, congestion type deal going on. I took care of both of them this weekend, man. And my wife actually gave me kudos, told me that she was very appreciative of my doctoring skills. You know, I'm making homemade soups. I'm administering medicines. I'm doing what I got to do to take care of the fam. So I had a pretty good week, pretty good weekend. I was Dr. Banks this weekend. Although I only have a bachelor's degree in sociology, I played Dr. Banks this weekend. But again, you are listening to the Shaw Report. I am your host, Damian Banks. Every week, you know what it is and you know how we do. We bring you the latest and greatest information on Shaw University Athletics program. It's exam week. Most of the teams are not in season. The only teams that are playing right now at Shaw University are the men's and women's basketball teams. So the Shaw Report this week is going to be light work. We are going to talk about the FCS National Bowl game that 4 of the Shaw football players participated in. We're going to give you the Shaw Scoreboard, and we're going to give you the CIAA Scoreboard to end the show. So without further ado, let's do it, bruh. This week, we're going to get the show started by talking about 4 Shaw University football players who were invited to play in the FCS National Bowl in Daytona Beach. Now, this game was on Sunday, which was yesterday. Odie Harris, defensive back senior, Trevante Long, senior wide receiver, Donald Jones Jr., senior defensive back, and Carlos Quintera, senior quarterback, all were invited to attend and play in the FCS National Bowl. Now, this is the 4th year of that particular bowl game. This bowl gives an opportunity to FCS players, Division II football players who are not competing in the playoffs at this time and who are not, don't have an opportunity otherwise to showcase their talents for various NFL, CFL, Arena Football League scouts. So, again, Odie Harris, Trevante Long, Donald Jones Jr., and Carlos Quintera were invited to play in that game. I want to congratulate all 4 of those players. Head coach Adrian Jones is doing a great job this season trying to bring prominence back to Shaw University football. And, having 4 players playing in an all-star game and being a Division II school that Shaw University is. Now, this FCS National Bowl, this is a 1AA predominant bowl, so it's not that many Division II players that are invited to play in this game. So for Shaw University to have 4 players on that squad says a lot about the direction of the program and where it's going to go in the future. So salute and kudos to Odie Harris, Trevante Long, or Trey Long as everyone calls him, Donald Jones Jr. and Carlos Quintero for representing for Shaw University in the FCS National Bowl. Man, we rocking, we rolling, we getting into it, we paying these bills. Let me take this commercial break. Don't go anywhere, but if you do come right back, you're listening to the Shaw Report on Spreaker Radio. Hey Shaw Bears fans, refresh your game day with the new and improved real Coca-Cola taste of Coca-Cola Zero Sugar with 0 calories and 0 sugar. It's college sports' newest tradition. Grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola Zero Sugar and taste the feeling. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of Shaw University Athletics.
You are listening to the Shaw Report with Damian Banks.
What's happening? Welcome back to the Shaw Report. Again, I'm your host, Damian Banks. Thank you for joining me. Don't act like you don't know what I'm about to do, bruh. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Sports by Damian. That's SportsByDaimeon. And Shaw University Athletics are also on social media. On Twitter, it's at Shaw Bears. On Instagram, it's SU_Bears. And on Facebook, find us facebook.com/Shaw Bears. Before the break, we talked about the FCS National Bowl, in which 4 of head coach Adrian Jones' former players, I can say former in there because they were seniors, they have no more eligibility at Shaw University. 4 former Bears were playing in the FCS National Bowl yesterday on Sunday. Senior defensive backs Odie Harris and Donald Jones Jr., senior quarterback Carlos Quintero, and senior wide receiver Trey Long. Congratulations to those guys. I know they showed out and showed improve for Shaw University Nation. Moving on to the Bears scoreboard, the men's basketball team did not have a game this past week, but the Lady Bears were in action on Tuesday. Shaw University Lady Bears welcomed Lenore Ryan University Bears to C.C. Spalding Gymnasium. Now, Shaw dug themselves a 23-point hole versus Lenore Ryan before making a fourth quarter run led by senior Lakeisha Taylor's 37 points and 6 rebounds, but it wasn't enough as Shaw fell by the 82-74 score. It was no time to dwell on that loss as the Lady Bears were back in action Wednesday night at William Peace University. Shaw trailed by 2 entering the fourth quarter, but outscored William Peace 28-15 en route to a 81-70 win. They now are 2-5 on the season, the Lady Bears are. Next up, a CIAA opener Tuesday versus Shawan, 6 p.m., C.C. Spalding Gymnasium, followed by the men taking on Shawan at 8 p.m. in C.C. Spalding Gymnasium. It's the conference opener for both men and women's squad for the basketball programs. Let's take a quick pause for our sponsor. This portion of the Shaw Report is brought to you by Summit Hospitality. Summit Hospitality is a proud sponsor of Shaw University Athletics. With 6 Marriott-branded hotels in the Raleigh area, Summit Hospitality can manage all of your lodging needs. Make your reservations for your family or a group by calling 919-669-0576 and let them know that Shaw University Athletics sent you. That's Summit Hospitality, 919-669-0576. Summit Hospitality, man, has it popping. If you need somewhere to stay, if you're coming from out of town, if you're a Shaw Bears alum, coming back to see a basketball game or a football game or whatever, what have you, whatever you're in town for, a business trip, go to one of the Summit Hospitality hotels, man. They'll hook you up. Tell them Sports by Damian sent you. Moving on to the CIAA Scoreboard. We're going to start with men's basketball. On Monday, Winston-Salem State fell to Claflin by the 73-76 score. William Crandell, 17 points, 8 rebounds in the loss for Winston-Salem State. Also on Monday, Bowie State got 24 points from Ahmad Wilson as they knocked off District of Columbia by the 89-83 score. On Tuesday, Livingstone took care of Payne College 88-73. On Wednesday, Bowie State fell to Kutztown State 87-79, and on Thursday, Virginia Union blasted Cheney by the 85-47 score. Full slate of action in men's basketball on Saturday as Fayetteville State fell on the road to Allen 90-76. Lincoln lost a close one at Lynn 62-64. Virginia Union took care of Bluefield State by the 79-66 score. Lander over Livingstone, 89-83, and Claflin got by St. Augs by the 83-75 score. Moving on to women's hoops action in the CIAA. On Monday, Bowie State beat up on the District of Columbia by the 100-57 score. Kajaya Williams, 18 points, 9 rebounds in the win for Bowie State. And Claflin beat Livingstone 75-62 on Monday. On Wednesday, Virginia State squeaked by Mansfield by the 52-51 score. Alexis Smith, 24 points, 2 assists in the win for the Lady Trojans. And Chowan edged Mount Olive by the 80-77 score. Chantel Roberts, 18 points, 9 rebounds for Chowan in that one. On Thursday, Indiana, Pennsylvania knocked off Bowie State 61-54. Lenore Ryan over Livingstone 96-79. And Lincoln defeated Washington Adventist 77-53. 24 points, 11 rebounds for Michelle Fitzgerald in that win for Lincoln. Saturday, there was a full slate on the women's side of things. Bowie State knocked off Felicians 78-48. 16 points for Kaya Proctor in that win. Livingstone took care of Benedict 86-60. All 5 starters for the Lady Blue Bears were in double figures, led by 18 points from Zena Levitt. Elizabeth City State took care of Salem International by the 54-53 score. Devonna Still, 13 points, 14 rebounds for the Lady Vikings. And on Sunday, Elizabeth City State was back in action, knocking off Bluefield State 65-54. 25 points, 17 rebounds for Devonna Stell in that one. And lastly, Lincoln over Chestnut Hill 88-58 on Sunday. 18 points, 12 rebounds for Shahara Madison and 20.7 rebounds for Tierra Pendleton for Lincoln. And that was your CIAA Scoreboard. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Shaw Report. Again, I want to thank everyone for listening. Thank you for rocking out with your boy. I tell you every week, full disclosure, I did not attend Shaw University. I'm a graduate of Virginia State University, but I'm a resident and a lifelong Bull City native. So I rock with the HBCU, so I hope you rock with me. Again, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SportsByDamion, SportsByDamion. Go to ShawBears.com, download this podcast, download any podcast, and basically download anything relating to Shaw University athletics. Also, you can find Shaw University Athletics on social media. On Twitter, it's at Shaw Bears. On Instagram, it's at SU_Bears. And on Facebook, it's Facebook.com/Shaw Bears. Remember, never take no for an answer. And if the door's locked, dig a trench underneath the building and sneak your way in. This is the Shaw Report. I am Damian Banks. I got 2 words for you. I'm gone.
So many have come before, but only a few can go. We invite you to our house. That's 109. Just make sure you wipe your feet at the door. 109 Cushman Street, Durham, North Carolina. Make a right on Wedge, then a left on Walton, and in the middle is where you find us. That's Durham Street. Past the Gooches, McNair's, and the Colemans. Miss Elaine taking clothes off the line. It's time to fold. Fold them clothes, boy. Pop sitting in his folding chair, underneath the tree working on a lawnmower.
Hand me a flathead, boy.
Said your work just getting started, boys.
Listen up.
It's too early for an encore.
Come on.
Mama tatted on my arm, sipping on the other one. Really though, liquor store flow like I'm 21. I'm younger than many, huh? But I got the older soul.